rocketry. So in this amazing episode, we will be looking at field repairs and why it's so important in the world of rocketry. So field repairing is essentially where your rocket has crashed and you make a couple of quick repairs on the spot, and about 5 minutes later you're ready to launch again after fixing the damage. And generally the standard field repair will include if fins come off, the motor mounts come a little bit loose, there's a tear maybe somewhere, the launch lug has slid off or something like that, the little bits on the outside of the rocket. It may also include strapping the camera back on, which it's very rare, but you have a camera on a rocket. But our Taurus has a camera on it, so it's cool. I say my Taurus, I built this one. So, in a field repair kit, it's generally a rocketeer's life to make sure you have just what you need. Because that little bag will come with you on launch day, and everything in that bag is essential to make sure the rocket is easily fixed if anything goes wrong. And for my field repair kit, I generally take a couple of things, but it includes a craft knife, so a small blade, finger comparison there, it's not that big, and UHU all-purpose adhesive. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It dries in the space of about 3 minutes and solidifies. It dries, but then strengthens over the space of another 10 if you want to keep it. Like, you'd be ready to launch after about 5 minutes after leaving that stuff to dry for 5 minutes. And it forms into like a plastic kind of resin, and it's really, really good. It's also fireproof, which makes it brilliant for rocketing, because obviously very hot temperatures going on the inside of a rocket. And this stuff we use is our main glue. We use it on the motor mount, the fins, the sealing the parachute, because when you tie the parachute into the hook at the top of the nose cone, you want to make sure it stays in place, so you have a blob of glue and it solidifies into a little plastic clump. So it's really good. We use it to hold the shock cord in it. This stuff is amazing, and no, I'm not sponsored by them, it's just amazing glue. And if you're going to start doing rocketing, this is the stuff you need. It's amazing, or something like it. You can probably pick it up from Hobbycraft, somewhere like that. If you're an American viewer, I don't know if you have Hobbycraft over there, or etc., anywhere around the world. Just general craft store, Ryman's, or anything, you'll find that stuff. I actually think I got that in Asda. But we use that stuff a lot because it's cheap, you don't need much of it, and like I said, it dries virtually instantly, and I've just used some on the rocket back there drying because one of the launch lugs on the Taurus came off and we had to repair it because we're launching in about 4 or 5 days, so we need to make sure everything is top notch. And if anything goes wrong on launch day, this is a very powerful rocket, and we have about 10 people coming to watch, so we need to make sure it's brilliant and safe and actually looks good. So back to field repair kits. I'm going off on a tangent. I would not make a good teacher. But the field repair kit is generally, you need, the things you might have in it is spare launch lugs, spare parachute, pieces of elastic, even a spare motor mount or spare fins. Like, we always take spare fins. But the motor mounts we don't take. But if you want to be super prepared, bring a craft knife, some glue and a motor mount. You can literally get the craft knife, cut the bottom motor mount off, and the whole thing will pull out pretty much. And then you will put the other one in, and it will be dry within about 15 minutes. A motor mount repair is not generally something you do on a field repair, but if you have travelled a long way and you've got a lot of rocket motors and it's a big rocket, it might be something you do. So, with in mind, when I talk about using this glue and stuff, I'm talking about model rocketry, not serious amateur rocketry. This is model rocketry using things like craft board, corrugated card, little bits of plastic here and there. Not like aluminium or alloys for the tubes, but because legally in this country I'm not allowed to do that until I'm over 18. But won't stop me. Field repair kits, though, it's something I recommend. If you're going to launch a rocket, you should always take it with you. And if there's a rocketeer without a field repair kit, they're generally either very inexperienced or are just plain stupid, because without a field repair kit, you don't have any guarantee that you're going to get past the first launch. In fact, you might not even get the first launch. It may get damaged in transit. So I keep stressing this point, field repair kits, you need them. So put together when you just need like a Tesco bag with some glue, a craft knife, maybe a bit of spare cardboard and material, and just to patch stuff up, bit of sellotape, masking tape, that sort of thing. So, spare wires as well, that might be another thing. I didn't think about that. But yeah, this has been another episode of Luke's Guide to Rocketry, talking about field repairs. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, please, and subscribe, because then you'll be able to hear about our launch coming up in 4 days and any other projects we're working on. Because I've changed my recording method and schedule, which means you'll get videos pretty much almost one a day. Like, I'm going to try and record one almost every day. So I want to give you guys an insight into the rocketry world. So leave a like, subscribe.